Coming up, see how Type 1 Diabetes Month is raising awareness and hope.
Then, see how one Omaha neighborhood is getting the spotlight for all the right reasons.
Later, how UNO students are expanding their classrooms across the globe.
All this and more on the Omaha News.
Good afternoon, I'm Sean Keating.
And I'm Mayor Pritchard.
The federal government is still shut down, now officially the longest in U.S. history. Starting Friday, the FAA plans to cut flights by about 10% because of the shutdown. That means delays at 40 of the country's busiest airports, including New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. The agency says it's trying to keep travelers safe as unpaid air traffic controllers deal with growing stress on the job.
Democrats say they are feeling hopeful again after a string of Election Day wins Tuesday, their first major victory since last year's losses. The results stretched from blue states like New York and California to key battlegrounds including Georgia, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Party leaders say voters responded to their focus on rising costs and everyday issues, while some groups that leaned Republican last year, including young, Black, and Hispanic voters, appeared to be shifting back.
Living with type 1 diabetes can be a daily challenge, and it's not always visible to those around us. Maya French shows how an Omaha community is bringing that invisible struggle to light.
November marks National Diabetes Awareness Month, a time to highlight a disease that affects more than 1.6 million Americans. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune condition without a known cause and no current cure. It's something that diabetics manage behind the scenes every day, like college student Hannah Mateo.
It's something that I manage quietly. I don't really like telling people that I have diabetes unless they ask a question about it.
Devices like this insulin pump are required to help them manage things like blood sugars and stay healthy day to day. Hannah says that life with type 1 is affected by nearly everything.
Diabetes is often considered invisible. Most people can't see it on the surface, but beneath that surface is a disease that requires constant attention and at times can feel overwhelming. Here in Omaha, organizations are working to build a strong sense of community to show diabetics that they're not alone.
Chris Dunn leads the Nebraska chapter of Breakthrough Diabetes, an organization she turned to after her own family was affected by type 1.
With 100% certainty that day changed our lives. It was the first day where we felt hope, where we felt community with all of these other people who were living with this same disease, and where we felt empowered that we could make a difference for our son.
She says that awareness months like this one help shine a light on a condition that often goes unseen. For the Omaha News, I'm Maya French.
National Diabetes Awareness Month continues through November, highlighting the importance of education, screening, and support for families affected by type 1 diabetes.
Omaha is turning heads again, this time for its charm. A new study put one local street among the nation's best. Reporter Mary Mitzloff shows us why it's part of a bigger story.
Happy Hollow Boulevard, known for its historic homes and stunning views, just ranked among the top 10 streets in the nation for curb appeal. For longtime residents like Jill Goodrich, that recognition hits home after watching the neighborhood's beauty shine for decades.
I think it was exciting for everybody, especially in the Dundee area, because it is beautiful. And it's nice that it's getting the attention it deserves.
That attention goes beyond one neighborhood. Merrick Burtek with the Greater Omaha Chamber says it's reshaping how outsiders view Omaha.
I think that people don't fully understand that we're a big, beautiful city, that we're a metro of over 1 million people, and we have these gorgeous neighborhoods. So ranking in the top 10 for streets is an awesome showcase, and hopefully will help change the perception of what people see Omaha to be, and maybe they'll want to come visit us, check it out, and see all of our beautiful neighborhoods.
And it's not just Happy Hollow capturing attention. Omaha regularly ranks among the best cities in the nation for jobs, affordability, and livability.
Omaha is kind of like a big city in a small town. I always tell people that are moving here, if you can't find something to do every weekend, you're not looking hard enough, because there's something to do every weekend.
And that sense of energy is part of what's putting Omaha on the map, not just for its neighborhoods, but for the lifestyle that comes with them.
From the historic charm of Happy Hollow Boulevard to Omaha's growing national reputation, it's clear the city's getting noticed for all the right reasons. Live from Happy Hollow Boulevard, I'm Mary Mitzloff. Back to you in the studio. Thank you, Mary. Always great to see Omaha getting some well-deserved recognition.
After the break, from the Philippines to rural Nebraska, how foreign educators are helping fill a growing teacher gap.
Then, see how UNO's dance team is prepping for nationals.
Create. Perform. Communicate. College of Communication, Fine Arts, and Media.
The University of Nebraska at Omaha's bookstore is home to more than books. The UNO bookstore accommodates all students' needs with phone and laptop repairs at the iFix UNO station or free residence hall delivery. The bookstore, located in the Milevale Student Center, is full of Maverick merchandise. Find sweatshirts for chilly Nebraska days or cozy UNO mugs for every coffee fix. Shop anytime at unobookstore.com.
3,000 student athletes from 9 institutions, competing in 19 sports for national prominence, striving for excellence in academics and athletics, seeking to become champions. Nearly 100,000 students and more than 800,000 alumni celebrate Summit League student athletes and their rise to reach the summit. The Summit League, where tomorrow's leaders strive to reach the summit today.
Governor Jim Pillen says about 60 ICE detainees are now being held at the detention center in McCook. The first arrivals came earlier this week, and the number could reach 200 by Thanksgiving. Pillen says federal funding has also been approved to expand the facility with another 100 beds early next year.
South Omaha's 24th Street corridor has long been the economic heart of the city's Latino community, home to family-owned restaurants, shops, and services. However, an immigration raid this past summer sent shockwaves through the neighborhood that are still being felt today. On June 10th, ICE agents raided Glen Valley Foods, detaining more than 70 workers and slashing the plant's workforce overnight. Within days, the facility operated at just 30% capacity as fearful employees stayed home, tightening margins and demand up the supply chain. 5 months later, the South Omaha community still reckons with the resulting economic scarcity and security.
A lot of small business on South 24 has been closing, which is hurt myself, hurt my heart.
Irma Velasquez is the chair of the South Omaha Business Association program that operates under the Nebraska Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, which published a survey in October 2025 that reports that post-ICE raid, 90% of business in the area has seen no economic improvement. 5 businesses have closed for good. 25 have reported a 50 to 60% drop in sales.
Small business is not selling. We gather together once a week. Down there, they cry. I'm not selling. I sell one thing. I don't even get $100 a day. I probably will close.
For Candelario Barrera, owner of La Fogota, the anxiety stemming from the situation at hand is overridden by the instinct to survive.
Pues nosotros vamos a estar haciendo la lucha hasta donde se puede. Porque pues si ya no se puede más, lo único que queda pues cerrar, ¿verdad? Porque pues no podemos.
Members of the NHCC say long-term recovery hinges on restoring trust and on stabilizing payrolls for ailing businesses. For now, the numbers tell the story. Fewer workers, fewer shoppers, and an entire community fighting to rebound. The Nebraska Hispanic Chamber of Commerce is now calling on city and state leaders to intervene with economic relief programs, saying without immediate support, more closures are inevitable in the coming months. The Trump administration just imposed a $100,000 fee on H-1B1 work visas, right as schools face crippling teacher shortage. More than 410,000 teaching positions were vacant or filled by uncertified teachers last year. In Nebraska alone, 1,200 positions went unfilled. Reporter Mayor Pritchard visits a rural Nebraska community to see how this new fee could make a bad situation worse.
Like most rural community school districts, the town of Schuyler, Nebraska noticed a decline in the number of teaching applicants. To find a solution to their problem, the district expanded their search over 7,000 miles to a Southeast Asian country.
We have, I think, about 16 teachers in total over the last 2 years from the Philippines, and they teach anything from our preschool program all the way up through high school.
Brett Schroeder, the Schuyler Community Schools superintendent, says the idea to hire internationally came from a faculty member. Schroeder says the Filipino teachers are highly educated and qualified to fill the gaps.
The teachers have to have a minimum of 10 years experience, and they usually have a master's coming in, so they're well educated, of course. They have good experience coming in.
Julia Krine, an immigration attorney at Carlson and Blakeman, says while the process for an H-1B visa is multiple steps, there is one key proponent.
You have to demonstrate that there's no available American workers who can accept and are willing to accept the position. If there are none, or if you have more jobs than there are job applicants, then you can continue with the recruitment process for an international worker.
Additionally, Krine says being unable to use H-1B visas could negatively impact school districts and student learning.
If they're saying we can't get the number of educators, they may have to limit the number of students they can accept. They may have to increase class size significantly, which of course has negative results on test scores and other learning.
Schroeder says regardless of nationality, the goal is to provide qualified educators to their students.
We want the best quality people. This process of being able to hire from outside the country has helped us fill some openings and provide a good educational program for our kids. And I just would hope that we can continue to do that.
I mean, wow. Education is everything. Mayor, what has Dr. Schroeder said about the fee impacting Schuyler Schools' ability to fill vacant positions?
Yeah, so when I talked to him, he said that it costs around $6,000 per teacher right now for the visas, but if the price tag increases, a rural school district like Schuyler is not going to be able to afford it.
And what reasons did the Trump administration have to add the fee to these H-1B visas?
The Trump administration added this fee for a couple different reasons, including incentivizing companies to hire American workers, prevent wage depressions, and an overall alignment with the administration's goals. For those interested in learning more information about the H-1B visa and the Schuyler School District, visit unomahanews.com.
Oh, thank you so much, Mayor. After the break, the growing surveillance network raising privacy questions in Nebraska.
Then, what you need to know before booking your next spa day.
There seems to be like this gathering right here of really great minds and really great ideas.
I think it's a great moment, to teach a UNO student.
Being here, I get like a jump start on my journalism career.
I found a lot of people that are interested in like the same things as me.
Sort of a lifetime changing career for me and the best way it could happen.
I never thought I'd be standing in the clouds looking down on the ancient ruins of the Incan Empire. I never thought I'd live among the street artists in Valparaiso. I never thought I'd make friends that would last a lifetime.
Adventure's out there, and as Mavericks, it's up to us to find it.
Stop thinking, start doing. Visit educationabroad.unomaha.edu.
The 13th Floor magazine is a student-run campus literary journal that features poetry, creative nonfiction, fiction, microfiction, screenplay, and visual art from UNO students, alumni, faculty, and staff. It is produced by the students in the Writers' Workshop Literary Magazine course. New issues of the magazine are published every spring with a public launch party to celebrate its release.
Welcome to the Maverick Minute, an inside look into life at the University of Nebraska, Omaha. From student success stories and Maverick athletics to campus events and community highlights, we're celebrating what makes UNO the place to be. Good afternoon, I'm Paxton DeVault. UNO students are trading the classroom for a new kind of learning experience, one that spans cultures, continents, and perspectives. Reporter Bailey Cook shows us how the university's study abroad program is helping students see the world in a whole new way.
UNO students are taking their learning around the world. This summer, the School of Communication is offering a study abroad course in Florence, Italy, led by Dr. Whitney Gent.
That's why I think study abroad is so important, because it helps you break out of the silos and break out of the communities that you have grown up in and understand not just what a video looks like of life in Italy, but what life in Italy feels like, looks like. What are the interactions like?
Dr. Gent says that experiences like this give students lessons that go far beyond the classroom. At UNO, those opportunities start inside the Office of Global Learning, where Assistant Director Emily Kruger helps students make studying abroad dreams a reality.
Students will come and meet with one of the advisors in our office, and we'll talk to them about what they want to do, where they're interested in going, what they're studying, what their aid package looks like, all the different things.
For many students, studying abroad isn't just about earning credits. It's about gaining perspective. Senior communications student McKenna Colson experienced that perspective firsthand during her trip to Italy last summer.
It's such a unique experience to be able to sit in a different country and learn maybe something that you would know about already in the United States, but instead you learn it in a different place where you have different interactions, different out-of-classroom experiences.
Dr. Gent says that's exactly what studying abroad is meant to do, help students see the world and themselves in new ways.
Studying abroad gives us perspective that we don't have if we're seeing the same things and living in the same environment all the time.
For the Omaha News, I'm Bailey Cook.
UNO's Office of Global Learning continues to offer new international programs each year, giving students the chance to explore education beyond the classroom. The University of Nebraska at Omaha's dance team is giving fans a preview of their new routines before heading to one of the biggest college competitions in the country. Reporter Katie Gomez shows us how the Mavericks are preparing for UDA Nationals.
At every game, the UNO dance team brings the spirit. But behind the sidelines, months of training go into perfecting 3 routines for UDA College Nationals in Orlando.
I mean, the physical demand of these routines and the schedule that happens at Nationals is crazy. It's literally 2 minutes or 3 minutes of going full out, every ounce of energy you have in your body until you are gassed out, and then you have to get up and do it again later in the day. And I think from an athletic standpoint, it's really impressive, and I don't think people fully understand that.
Head coach Mo Klug says this season's routines bring something new, Maverick Pride.
One of them is a little more school focused, and we've never really done just like being from Omaha, being from UNO, being a Mav, all those things. We've never highlighted that outside of game day, so we're excited to do that.
For these student athletes, it's not just about performing. It's about balancing early morning workouts, long practices, and the goal of competing against the nation's best teams.
Team captain Claire Linnell says nationals are where the hard work finally shows.
A lot of people, since they see us at games and events, they're basically only seeing about 15% of what we work on the entire year. We love doing that, but there is more to what we do.
The Mavericks unveiled their new routines last Sunday and will be performing again December 7th before heading to Disney's ESPN Wide World of Sports complex in January. For the Omaha News, I'm Katie Gomez.
You can see their next performance at the annual UNO dance competition on December 7th at Baxter Arena before they represent Omaha on the national stage. Last weekend, UNO hockey swept Colorado College in the opening weekend of the NCHC Conference. The Mavericks currently lead the conference standings. You can watch the Mavericks in action this weekend as they return to Baxter Arena to play number 8 North Dakota, November 7th and 8th at 7 p.m. That's all for this week's Maverick Minute. We will see you back here next week with more stories. Until then, keep making every minute a Maverick Minute. Go Mavs!
a maverick. You stand ready to change the world. You are an innovator with bold ideas and a vision for the future. You are determined to turn your dreams into reality. You are a leader, committed to making a difference. Your passion for finding solutions transforms research into real-world impact. You are unique, and your voice matters. Your individuality breathes life into the community you're shaping. You are driven, always striving for excellence. Your passion, your hustle, it's not just about today. It's about opening doors to tomorrow. Every skill you sharpen, every connection you make is building the foundation for your future success. With Omaha as your campus, you're at the center of it all. Here at UNO, the possibilities are as endless as your potential. You dare to dream, to innovate, to lead, to shape a brighter future. You are a maverick.
Breaking news this morning, traffic is backed up for miles.
In the noise of every day, tune into peace. Stay classical, Omaha.
Not all spas are created equal. Some focus on relaxation while others offer medical-grade treatments. Omaha News reporter Ella Meese explains the difference and why more people are turning to both for self-care.
At Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa, Casey Fenton says the goal is to make a calm, comfortable experience for every client.
We really try and cultivate a serene environment, so we always try and make it just an enjoyable experience for everyone.
When you think of a spa, you might think of something like this, a place that will help you de-stress and unwind. But all spas are different.
Medical spas, like Harmony Med Spa, take that same idea of relaxation and add a medical twist. Co-owner and physician advisor Tamara Donor says the difference starts with who's qualified to provide care.
At Harmony Med Spa, we have physicians who have medical degrees, nurse practitioners who have advanced practice RN degrees, and then registered nurses.
Some of the most popular services at Harmony require medical supervision, from laser resurfacing and vitamin injections to hormone therapy.
We have equipment that are lasers that resurface your skin, and that requires a nursing degree or an advanced practice degree.
Traditional spas focus on relaxation and pampering. Think massages and facials. Both kinds of spas are seeing more people turning to self-care and wellness.
The acceptance and interest in self-care and wellness has grown exponentially.
Either way, more people are finding that a little self-care can go a long way. For the Omaha News, I'm Ella Meese.
Experts say no matter which type of spa you choose, make sure your provider is licensed and the treatments are safe for you.
You've likely seen them popping up around Omaha. Small, solar-powered cameras. They're not just reading license plates, they're using AI to track your car's fingerprint. Henry Talaco takes you into the story.
So I think I just found the very first one of the day. There it is. Another one here, all the way down there. And there goes another one here.
Those are security cameras from a company called Flock, and it is a massive new surveillance network.
The Douglas County Sheriff and a deputy says they helped Homeland Security investigations take down an alleged MS-13 kingpin and his associate.
It's part of what's categorized as an ALPR, an automated license plate reader. But this thing does more than just read license plates. Using AI, it can track not just a vehicle's license plate, but also what kind of things might be on it, like does it have one of those fun little reindeer noses on it? It's part of a network that's designed to grow. Instead of buying these cameras, you rent them out. You have the option of joining a massive network of other cameras. This means that a police department can get a lot of visuals of somebody fast. In a report to the Flatwater Free Press, Sheriff Hansen referred to it as a valuable policing tool. The Nebraska law governing this is actually from 2018. This law wasn't written with AI and immigration enforcement in mind. It's kind of the Wild West. And as the network grows, the question is, how much of our privacy is getting lost in the gap?
I found the cameras around Omaha thanks to an open source website called DFlock. If you spot a flock camera, feel free to submit its location to that website at dflock.me.
That was interesting. You mentioned that the system can track something like a reindeer nose on a car. How powerful is that search really?
It's incredibly powerful. An officer can actually search for something as specific as like a blue sedan with a roof rack, bumper stickers, and even a dent on the bumper, all because of the profile that it creates on every vehicle that passes by. And it's not perfect either. Back in September, a Colorado woman was wrongfully accused of stealing a package because of flock data. She then had to use her own video evidence to prove her innocence.
Wow, guilty until you can prove yourself innocent. That is a scary thought. Thanks, Henry.
Well, that's all for us today. Thank you so much. Join us again next week for more news and entertainment in the Heartland.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at UNO The Omaha News, or find our website for even more stories at unomahanews.com.
From all of us here at UNO Television, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next week.